Jnana sunya bhakti. Elimination of knowledge. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't go to the class. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take notes when you hear anything new about the philosophy. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be humble and pray for the real understanding of the scriptures to reveal itself in your heart, like that. But definitely the intellectualism, there's certain things, certain intoxications which just keep us away from the real essence. You know them. I know this is not big news for you. You're all newcomers here. And I really wish you that eagerness. I wish that you come in contact with it, and if you're already in contact with it, to keep in contact with it and to pay your dues to that by making yourself available continuously. Don't get tired from service. Don't expect anything in return. Don't think, I'm serving and now I'm not feeling anything. Maybe I should instead go and eat cheese or something like that. No. One time there was 2 devotees in the Bazaar Gaudiya Math, and they had been devotees for 4 or 5 years. And they saw Guru Deva Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur walking on the roof, up and down. So they were looking and talking, and he could feel that they wanted to say something, but they didn't dare. Then he came over and says, yes, what you want to know? And then they said, Guru Deva, we have a question, but we don't know how to say it. Come on, just say it. You know, we are here now 4 or 5 years in the temple. We get up early, we chant our rounds, we go to class, we take prasad, we go out on service every day, and we think, well, we don't feel anything. Prabhupada looked at them and said, you don't feel anything? Yes, Prabhupada, we don't feel anything. Really? Nothing? Nothing. And Prabhupada smiled and said, very good. Then you can go on. And these type of messages, I heard that from Srila Maharaj, this story. What does that mean? You know, do you feel anything? What do you feel from going out on Sankirtan, from buying boga, from cooking for a Sunday feast, for talking to somebody with mental speculation, another one who is a Mayavadi and he doesn't want to accept Krishna as God, and then you get a little upset, and then he thinks you are dogmatic, and you know, the day by day things, what's going on? Huh? What is it really? And then you go, and then the Guru tells you, you don't feel anything. No, nothing. Very good. You know what I mean, I think bhakti means devotion. You know, you got to be feeling something like heart is expanding, or something, or some sweat coming from the head when you chant, or what is happening? Then Srila Maharaj explained this to us. He said, yes, you don't feel anything means you're not nuts. You're not an imposter. You're not a showman. You're not trying to make yourself like you are some advanced devotee, or no, you don't feel anything. Is it really that you feel nothing? No, because you can never know what you feel. What you feel is being exposed by your permanence in devotional attitude, by your presence there. I mean, we don't feel anything. Well, we like the kirtan, we like the prasadam, we like the devotees. If you like something spiritual and dislike something material, that means you have more than a feeling. You have a realization. You are in a different level of consciousness altogether. And because consciousness doesn't experience itself in its level, it's the contrary. The more you advance, the lower you feel you are. That's why we have such extreme statements where Radharani says, everybody's Vaishnava except me, what can I do? And you say, what? Was that Radharani or was that fake? Radharani says everybody's a Vaishnava except her. And she's our most worshipable. She's the one who will be in charge in eternity for you and me. And that's what she says. And I think I'm better than Bhakta Joe and Bhakta. This guy is 20 years in the movement, but he's not getting up in the morning. I am. And this one, he knows a shloka, but he don't understand it. And this one, yeah, he joined the guru, but then again he went for a discotheque. Like you find an excuse for everybody, you know? For everyone you see, find some reason to look down on him, except on you, no? That's called the Duryodhana consciousness. Very peculiar. One time Krishna wanted to show what is consciousness, so he said, I want to find out something about my dear friends. And he said, Duryodhana and Yudhishthira, could you please both come? I have a question on you. So then he said to Duryodhana, you know, you are such a qualified king. You have so many wonderful qualities. I just wonder one thing. Is there anybody in your kingdom who's more qualified than you? I would really like to meet him. Could you find, please? And Duryodhana said, yes, of course, my dear Krishna, I will go and find. So he runs out and he goes up and down. After a few weeks he comes back, a bit depressed. He said, Krishna, yeah, what happened? Whom did you find? I tell you, I was really honestly looking. I was comparing all the things I do with the other people. I just couldn't find anybody more qualified than me. I'm very sorry. Then Krishna said, okay, let's try Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira, could you please go out and find somebody who's less qualified than you, who's worse than you? Yudhishthira said, my lord, I will immediately try. And he went also out and looked all around. And he came back again depressed. And then Krishna said, what happened, Yudhishthira? I didn't find anybody who had worse qualities than mine. I'm very sorry. So these are the two types of visions. So which one will you belong to? How do you look upon others and what they are doing, and how do you categorize them, and how do you position yourself, and how is your prayer, and what is this all about? And this is a practical thing. So the pure devotees, they will never feel anything. If they actually feel something, they'll condemn it as some sentimentalism arising within them. A tear comes in my eyes to just, I want to make a show, or I'm trampling while fanning Krishna. One devotee said, this is terrible disturbance to my service here. What useless servant I am, I cannot even fan. My hand is trampling. Huh? So this transformation which the holy name of Krishna actually brings about, it is not something to be exposed on the market for competition, the purpose. It is something which will go deep into your heart and which will breed within you the great desire to serve Guru unconditionally until the end of your life. Doesn't matter what you feel or how you feel. Or are you going to give up your service when you get a little sick? Or when something happens or somebody insults you? I've met many devotees that were really enthusiastic. Then something happened to them. Somebody looked bad at them, spoke bad about them, and said, no, I don't do it anymore. I'm going back to home, back to mama. But that's not the place where you're going to get the spiritual essence revealed to you, you know. So, have to try again and again and again, and we have to recognize